So, about a week ago, Nintendo released the Nintendo Direct. Of the usual Nintendo Directs we get during February. We usually get these every year, and man, this one did not disappoint. Probably the best Direct we have gotten in a long time, possibly maybe even the best Direct of all time. We got the return of Mario Strikers, we got Xenoblade Chronicles 3, we got a new Wii Sports game, and we got a Fire Emblem Warriors sequel, and I really like Fire Emblem Warriors, so that really did make me very happy. But one of the main things we got in that Direct was Mario Kart 8 Deluxe DLC. Now I know a lot of people were looking forward to a potential Mario Kart 9, myself included. This just makes more sense. Like, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is one of the best selling games of all time and is continuing to sell as if it was a new game. It just doesn't make sense to put another one on that system to split the audience. So continuing to provide support for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is the smartest thing to do, especially with the information we have. 48 new tracks, 6 waves with 12 cups is just absolutely insane. I'm so excited to see this, and the first one is coming out literally next month, with some returning favorites like Coconut Mall and Choco Mountain, and of course Mario Kart Tour tracks. Kind of signifying that Mario Kart Tour is Mario Kart 9. Yep, see, look, we got Mario Kart 9 this whole time, guys. One thing that was revealed in this Direct about Mario Kart 8 Deluxe as well is that it will pretty much only be returning courses, so no new tracks we are only getting retro ones. And that's kind of a weird thing, but I also really love that as well. They're really trying to make Mario Kart 8 Deluxe the ultimate Mario Kart Ultimate, if you will. However, I really have always had a soft spot for retro tracks. I just always love seeing what retro tracks they're going to bring back, how they're going to look, and how they're going to be. I've always loved that, which is why I loved the Mario Kart 8 original DLC, waiting for retro tracks. It was so exciting, especially for that game. Yes, there's debate about how they're brought over from Mario Kart Tour engine, but that's another topic, and that can easily be fixed, and the tracks still look good. It's just a bit of a weird situation there. So with this knowledge, we know what tracks they can bring back. We have 40 tracks left that they can choose from the past 8 Mario Kart games, and that's what I'm going to be going over in this video. In this video, I'm going to be going over every single Mario Kart track from the past, except for the ones that have been revealed in Mario Kart 8, of course, the ones that have already been in Mario Kart 8, and a few others that we'll talk about in a bit. But I want to go over every other course and whether or not they have a chance at being in the game or not. And at the end, I'll go over my predictions on what courses I think will actually be as DLC and what courses I also want as DLC. Without further ado, let's go. Super Mario Kart is a very interesting case and is probably going to be one of the only exceptions I'm going to make in this video. I'm not going through every single track in this game because Nintendo doesn't really like SNES tracks in Mario Kart 8. In Mario Kart 8 at the moment anyways, before any of the DLC, we had one SNES track. One. And then when we got DLC, we got another one, but it was SNES Rainbow Road, a track that had already been recreated in the past. Now, I'm not going to be going off of the rule of if it was made in a previous Mario Kart, it can't be DLC, because that has been proven wrong again and again here, and because of the amount of tracks we are getting, I think it's safe to assume that it's fine getting repeat tracks because of the amount of tracks that we are getting. But for Super Mario Kart, I still don't see them adding a lot of courses, let alone courses that we have gotten before. If anything, I think that they're going to go for any of the Vanilla Lake tracks, or possibly any of the Bowser Castle tracks, or any of the Mario Circuit tracks. I don't see them going for any of the Donut Plains tracks, because we already have one in there, and because the art style is different here for the DLC tracks apparently, they're not going to put in 2 of the same track. Really, it just wouldn't make sense. So yeah, any of the Mario Circuit tracks, yeah, any of the Bowser Castle tracks I could see, and any of the 2 Vanilla Lake tracks is a must. I think that's going to be the most likely track we get from Super Mario Kart anyways. It's just really weird to me that in all of these games we have not gotten a retro Vanilla Lake track yet, which is weird because they could definitely do stuff with that in Mario Kart 8. So yeah, I think that's definitely a given. Yeah, I know it was recreated in Mario Kart Tour. Don't tell me that in the comments. I know it was made there, but in terms of the good Mario Kart games, we have yet to see it. So yeah, I'll look forward to that. Mario Kart 64 is almost a completely opposite story to Super Mario Kart. Nintendo loves Mario Kart 64. In the base game, before we got any DLC, we got 4 Nintendo 64 tracks. That was the most retro tracks of a certain console that we had gotten before DLC. And then as soon as they revealed DLC for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, one of the first retro tracks we are getting is, you guessed it, a Nintendo 64 track. So yeah, it's very clear that Nintendo definitely has a crush on Mario Kart 64, and you can't blame them. A lot of these tracks are very good. I'm actually going to go through all of these tracks, unlike Super Mario Kart, because there's a lot more different tracks here, and you know, they actually like Mario Kart 64, so yeah. The first one is of course Luigi Raceway, and yeah, I don't see this happening. Now yes, this is a pretty basic track, and yes, this did actually come back in Mario Kart 7, and the Mario Kart 7 tracks a lot of them are in Mario Kart Tour, and a lot of the tracks seem to be taken from the Mario Kart Tour engine at least. So if they wanted to add Luigi Raceway, it wouldn't be hard at all. It would probably be really easy actually, but I don't see them doing that. We got it in Mario Kart 7 like I already said, but at the same time, it's a very basic track, and we have a lot of basic tracks here. Toad Circuit from Mario Kart 7 is also coming back. They could do a lot of other basic tracks, but I don't think Luigi Raceway would be one that they would be dying to do, so yeah, I don't think this one is likely. Next up is Moo Moo Farm, and I don't think this will happen either. This was recreated in DS, so they could bring it back, but we already have Moo Moo Meadows. I know they could bring in both of them to have both of them there, but I just don't really see it being one of the ones they would willingly go to get. I don't think we're going to get a lot of N64 tracks as a deluxe DLC anyways, but if we are, I highly doubt one of them will be Moo Moo Farm. Next is Koopa Troopa Beach. Now, a lot of people seem to think this one is a guaranteed pick, and I can definitely see why. It was recreated in Mario Kart 7, and thus was recreated in Mario Kart Tour, so they could easily bring this one over to 8 Deluxe, and I can kind of see them doing that. The only thing is this really a fan favorite? I never saw anyone talk about this until 8 Deluxe DLC was announced, and everyone is now acting like it's one of the best tracks of all time. I've never seen it. I don't get the love for this track. It's an okay track. I wouldn't bring it back personally, but I will say it's somewhat likely to come back as 8 Deluxe DLC, but I don't think it's guaranteed like a lot of other people have been saying. Next is Calamari Desert. I think this has a chance of coming back. Out of the ones we've talked about so far, I think this is the most likely comeback of the 4. It was recreated in Mario Kart 7 and Mario Kart Tour, but it's also a very iconic track and one of people's absolute favorite, and even it's just a very fun track and a very unique track at that. We don't really have a desert track like this. We don't have a track like this in general, really. It's a very unique track, so yeah, I would love if they brought this back in 8 Deluxe DLC. Next is Frappe Snowland. I still don't know how to pronounce this, but whatever. It could come back. It was in DS, it was in Tour. I don't see it coming back. We already have a good few ice tracks. I personally don't see it coming back. I don't even like the track that much, so yeah, I think they're definitely going to be skipping out on this one. Next is Mario Raceway, and yeah, I don't see them bringing back this one either, to be honest. It came back in Mario Kart Wii, so they don't even have a built engine ready to go to port it to the Switch currently, and I don't really see them recreating Mario Raceway out of all tracks. It's a very ugly track. I don't see a lot of people talking about this one, so yeah, this one I will say is close to impossible. I highly doubt they're going to bring this one in for DLC. Wario Stadium is next, and I feel like this is a guaranteed track to come back. This is the only track from Mario Kart 64 that has not been recreated yet. It just feels like a missed opportunity to bring this back, especially since they're bringing back Choco Mountain, a track that was already recreated in the past. I think Wario Stadium is pretty much guaranteed, and I think it will be one of the last tracks we get. Next is Sherbet Land. This was made in Mario Kart Wii, so like Mario Raceway, they don't really have an engine they can use to bring it back just yet, but this was one of my favorite tracks in Mario Kart 64. I just love it so much. It just everything about it just has a nice camp feeling. I just like it so much, and I would love if they brought it back. I don't think it's likely at all, but I'm gonna say it's a little bit oh, maybe kind of likely. I just really want to see this one back. I love this one a lot, especially the music. Oh man. Next is Bowser's Castle. This is the best Bowser's Castle in all the Mario Kart games in my opinion. This one slaps. It's an absolute slapper. I think it has a chance of coming back, but at the same time, out of all the Bowser's Castles, they've barely brought any of them back, and one of the only ones they did bring back in the retro tracks was this Bowser Castle in Mario Kart Wii. So I don't think this is likely at all, but at the same time, I really do hope we get it. Next is N64 DK's Jungle Parkway, and nope, not happening. I'm not even going to go into detail, I just know for a fact this is not happening. Next is Banshee Boardwalk, and I don't see this happening either. It was recreated in DS, it's not really talked about one that much. I'm just going to say it's not going to happen. And that's Mario Kart 64 done. The next game is Mario Kart Super Circuit for the GBA. Now this one is interesting. For a long while, along with Super Mario Kart, Nintendo just didn't seem to like this game and its courses. It was, in fact, in Mario Kart 8, just like Super Mario Kart, we only got one GBA track at one point before DLC. But then when the DLC came, Nintendo found a new love for Mario Kart Super Circuit, and we got two new GBA tracks, Ribbon Road and Cheeseland. And in the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe DLC, we already have another GBA track, and that is Sky Garden. Now this is great. I personally love this game. I think its tracks are severely underrated, and I'm going to go through each one as well and point out which ones have a chance of coming back. So Peach Circuit is the first one, and yeah, this is not coming back. We already have Mario Circuit, which is very, very similar. It's one of those courses where if they recreate it once, there's no need for them to recreate it again. Next is Shy Guy Beach, and this was in Mario Kart Wii, and it's not a good track. So yeah, I don't think it'll come back. They're not in a rush to make it, and they still have a bunch more GBA tracks that they could make. I don't think they'll waste their time. Now, Riverside Park. This is a nice course, and it's not been recreated ever, not even in Mario Kart Tour. So I could see them using this track. It would be very nice if they used this track, so yeah, I'd say this is somewhat likely. And I'm going to put all the Bowser Castles into one here, Bowser Castle 1, 2, 3, and 4, and say I don't really think any of them are very likely because they've already brought back 2 in previous games, and it's just not one of the Bowser Castles that they would want to bring back, I feel, because there's a bunch of others that need time to come back. Next is Boo Lake, and this has also not been remade, but I don't think it will be for DLC. It's just not a very special track, so I don't see them recreating this one. Next is Luigi Circuit, and this one is actually really nice. I love the rain effects. I think it could be beautiful in 8 Deluxe DLC, but again, it doesn't seem likely. It's not one that stands out. They're probably not even thinking of it, so yeah. Cheep Cheep Island was remade in Mario Kart Tour, so they could definitely bring it back because they already have the engine. I just don't see them doing it, of course. Next is Sunset Wilds. This is one of the best tracks in the game and was remade in Tour, so they definitely could bring it back but revamp it a lot more because this track deserves it. This track is wonderful. I say this is very likely, almost guaranteed in a way. I think this is insanely likely to come. Snowland has also not been remade, but I also don't see this one happening as well. It's not one that people think of. In fact, it's a very forgettable one, especially compared to all the other snow courses. Yoshi Desert would be lovely to see, I really hope we do, but it already feels a bit similar to Cheeseland, which we already do have, so I don't really see them bringing this one in. Lakeside Park has not been remade. I would love to see this one come back, and I'd say this one is semi-likely because it's a rather unique track, so yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if I saw this here. Broken Pier, yeah, no, don't see this coming back at all. And lastly, Rainbow Road. I fully believe Rainbow Road will come back as DLC, especially the GBA one, because they've done the SNES one, they've done the N64 one, the next one in line is the GBA one. So yeah, I 100% believe Rainbow Road will come back in the DLC, the GBA version of course. Next up is my favourite Mario Kart of all time, Mario Kart Double Dash. Double Dash was such a unique game with the double kart mechanic, and it brought only 16 tracks, but 16 tracks being some of the best tracks of the whole franchise. Now Nintendo loves bringing back Double Dash tracks in all their games, but they love repeating Double Dash tracks. We got Yoshi Circuit twice, we've got Baby Park twice, and we've got a few others twice in Mario Kart Tour. So I definitely do think they are going to go and remake more of the Double Dash tracks. Luigi Circuit, maybe I could kind of see this working, because Luigi Circuit just always felt like an obvious one to bring back to me. But looking at it at the moment, I can't really tell. It's between very likely and unlikely for me at the moment. Peach Beach, again, people seem to think this one has a chance of coming back. And I don't really understand why. I don't understand the love for Peach Beach like the one in the Mario Kart 64, so I don't really think this one has a chance of coming back, really. If it didn't, cool, they could revamp it like it should have been in Mario Kart Wii. Now we have Mushroom Bridge, which was also in DS, and I can't see this one coming back. I would say it's one of the more likely ones out of the ones that have already been remade to come back, just because it just feels like a Mario Kart 8 themed track to me, just the Morning City setting in that. Mario Circuit, this Mario Circuit is pretty good, but I also don't see them recreating it, just like the same reason I had for Mario Raceway, and both were in Mario Kart Wii, so yeah, I don't see this one coming back. Daisy Cruiser is very, very likely to be coming back. It's already in Mario Kart 7, so I wouldn't be surprised if they'd want to port it to Tour, which means I wouldn't be surprised if they just brought it into 8 Deluxe. In fact, I think this one is one of the more likely ones out of the Double Dash ones to come back, and I really do hope it does. Waluigi Stadium, I don't think that this one will come back, because we'll already have Wario Stadium for the DS and pretty much Wario Stadium for Mario Kart 64. I don't think we need a Waluigi Stadium, despite me absolutely loving this track, so yeah, I don't see this one coming back. Mushroom City is one of the only Double Dash tracks that has never been recreated at all. So I think this one is kind of guaranteed. They could recreate a different one though, but I do think Mushroom City is extremely, extremely likely, and I really do hope it comes back, because I think it would be beautiful in 8 Deluxe, more so than Toad's Turnpike and other tracks like that. DK Mountain, another banger that I don't think will happen. I think they'll take another Donkey Kong course instead, which I will get to much later in the video, and even though this one is a banger, I don't see them coming back. It was in Mario Kart Wii, but they'd have to recreate it, and I don't think it's one they would necessarily be dying to go back to. Next is Wario Coliseum, and this has also never been brought back, and it's one of the best tracks in the entire franchise, and I really, really hope it comes back, and I really, really do think it will. I think it's very likely, not insanely guaranteed, but I do think it's very likely. I think Mushroom City stands a better chance, but I really hope they bring back Wario Coliseum as well. Dino Jungle, another very likely track to come back. It was in Mario Kart 7 and also in Mario Kart Tour. It's apparently one of the more popular ones in Mario Kart Tour, so I think that they could obviously bring it back. I do love how it looks in Mario Kart Tour, so it would be very nice to see again, but you know, it being recreated 2 times, I don't know if they'd be in a rush to bring it back, but I kind of do hope they do. It's a really nice track. Bowser Castle, another one that's not been recreated. One of the better Bowser Castles, I feel. But I also don't see this particular Bowser Castle coming back, since they don't really love Bowser Castle tracks bringing them back. But if they had to bring a few back again, I don't think they would choose this one. Lastly is Rainbow Road, which I will come back to later. Here's a very nostalgic one, Mario Kart DS. Now I think everyone can agree that Mario Kart DS has some of the best new tracks of all time, one of the best selections in any Mario Kart game, to be honest. And Nintendo does like bringing back the DS tracks. We had 3 DS tracks in Mario Kart 8 before DLC, and one of the first tracks they're bringing back for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe DLC is a DS track, Shroom Ridge. So yeah, I definitely do think that they'll actually bring more DS tracks back. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Figure 8 Circuit, this is the first DS track, and it also has never been recreated, and I still think it won't be recreated. You might say, it makes sense, Figure 8 Circuit, Mario Kart 8, you know? Yeah, it would, but Mario Circuit is basically just that. It's just a Figure 8, and it's much more interesting than Figure 8 Circuit, because you actually go around the actual tracks of anti-gravity. So yeah, this one is definitely not happening. I'll be shocked if it does. Yoshi Falls, I have no evidence for this, but I have a feeling that this one is very, very likely. It was brought back in Mario Kart Wii and hasn't been brought back since, but being a DS track, it wouldn't be hard to recreate or even port over from the DS, so I really do think this one will come back. I really hope it does. This is an underrated one for me. I do like it a lot, and it could look really, really pretty with Mario Kart 8 graphics. Now we have Luigi's Mansion, which is in Mario Kart 7 and Tour. I could see this one coming back. I do think this is very likely. I think it's maybe more likely than Yoshi Falls, and it would be tie in very well because we already have the Luigi's Mansion Battle Mode track. So yeah, that would be very nice to have. Desert Hills, I don't see them bringing this one back. I don't like desert courses anyways, and they're not one of the more popular ones to bring back, so yeah, I doubt this one will be coming back. Delfino Square is another very likely track to come back. It's a very pretty track, a very unique track, how you go through more of an actual town in Delfino Plaza, of course, so I would love to see this one come back. It was only remade once, so it would be nice to see again. Waluigi Pinball. They're bringing 48 tracks. Are you seriously going to tell me Waluigi Pinball isn't going to be one of them? This was in Mario Kart 7 and Tour, is probably the most popular track of all time. There's no way this is not coming back. So yeah, Waluigi Pinball is a guarantee. DK Pass, this is very likely because of Mario Kart Tour and 7. I'd say it has a chance of coming back. A very slight chance of coming back. It can be very easy to bring this one over. Nothing special to me, but I wouldn't be mad if it comes over. It's basically Shroom Ridge, but snow, and Shroom Ridge is also coming back, so that's why I'm a bit iffy on it. Mario Circuit. This one has not been brought back ever, and this is the best Mario Circuit track of all time. It's just such a Mario track. It's a very basic track with a lot of turns and twists, and you have Peach's castle in the background. It's just lovely. I just love the feel of it with the Piranha Pants as well. Sadly, I don't think this one will be coming back, although I seriously do hope it does. It's one of the better Mario Circuit tracks out there, and a very, very fun track. Airship Fortress, a lot of people think this one will come back, and I won't be surprised if it does, but I don't think it's super likely to come back either. It is in Mario Kart 7 and Tour, of course, so it's easy to bring over, but I don't think Airship Fortress is that type of course where Nintendo needs to bring it back and would want to bring it back a third time, so yeah, I don't think that will be happening. Peach Gardens, a very unique course and was in Mario Kart Wii, but again, it doesn't seem likely to me to bring it back. I just don't see them doing it. If they do, fine, but I don't think it's likely because it's not one of the top tracks anyways. Bowser Castle. DS Bowser Castle is one of the best Bowser Castles out there. I really, really do think it has a chance of coming back. I will say it's not likely, but I also wouldn't be surprised if it does come back. I'll say it's not likely, but because it's not likely, I feel like it would be one that Nintendo would bring back. And we have Rainbow Road, which I will, again, come back to later. Mario Kart Wii is the most popular Mario Kart game of all time and is the best-selling Mario Kart game of all time. As long as you don't count Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, yep, that's a problem. And Mario Kart Tour, I suppose, okay. But besides those, it's the best-selling one. And it has some of the most iconic tracks of the series, and just like DS, this game has some of the best new tracks ever made. I sound like a broken record at this point, but trust me, this game has it all. Now, Nintendo, for some reason, didn't like bringing back these tracks. In Mario Kart 8 we got 2 tracks, Moo Moo Meadows and Grumble Volcano. That's not a lot, especially when they used to bring back 4 tracks from each new game in the next game. And then in DLC we did get Wario's Gold Mine, but that was pretty much it. But with the announcement of more DLC with Coconut Mall, that opens the door for much more tracks from Mario Kart Wii. And I'm definitely thinking I really do hope that they'll go all out with Wii tracks here, because there wasn't that much in the game beforehand. So let's just go through them all, of course. Luigi Circuit, I don't see this one coming back. It's iconic, yes, but look at all the basic tracks we have. Would they really be going out of the way to remake Luigi Circuit? I don't think they would. So yeah, Luigi Circuit is a definite pass, I feel. Mushroom Gorge, I am very confident in saying I feel like this will be a guarantee. It's in Mario Kart 7, it's in Tour, and it's one of those tracks where it is so popular that they wouldn't mind recreating a third time. And it wouldn't even take that much either. The glider mechanics are already there. It's a very easy one they can bring back, and it's one of the most popular tracks, so yeah, I think this one is definitely a given. Toad's Factory. Just like Mushroom Gorge, it's very, very popular, but unlike Mushroom Gorge, has not been recreated ever. This is one of my favorite tracks of all time, so I would really, really love if they brought it back. I do think that there is a slight chance they could. I really do hope they do, because this is just an iconic track. The soundtrack and everything, lovely. Mario Circuit, same as Luigi Circuit, except this one is not even that good anyways, unlike Luigi Circuit, and it's also a figure 8, just like the Mario Circuit we have already in Mario Kart 8. So yeah, this is not happening. If it does, I'm just gonna be baffled. There's no way this can happen. Here we have DK Summit. Now this, for a long time, wasn't remade until Mario Kart Tour brought it back out of nowhere, even if it wasn't in Mario Kart 7, which was very bonkers to me. And I do think that this will be coming back. I think that this will be one that will definitely bring back. It will be a go-to. It hasn't been recreated in anything but Mario Kart Tour, and it is one of Wii's iconic tracks as well, with the amazing soundtrack. So yeah, I do think this will happen. We need more DK courses in this game, and I think this will be one of them. Daisy Circuit, a lovely circuit track, one of the more better generic, quote-unquote generic tracks. I love the sunset, evening setting, and the design of the track is just very nice. It doesn't really feel like a circuit track, you know? I really do like this one a lot. This could come back because a lot of people do like it. I think it might come back, but I'm not too confident about it. But there is a lot of love for it. It hasn't been recreated, so you never know. But if they are really going the lazy route and just porting over tour tracks, unless this does come to tour, I can't see it happening. But at the same time, I could see them coming in and recreating this track. Koopa Cape is a very iconic one, was remade in Mario Kart 7, one of the best tracks of all time, people claim. And I think that this will happen. There's a lot of opportunity for the underwater section and to turn it into an anti-gravity section with Mario Kart 8. That would be amazing, and I think that they would be having a missed opportunity if they didn't do this. So yeah, Koopa Cape I feel is extremely likely. Maple Treeway, kind of the same story as Koopa Cape, and Mushroom Gorge. They are recreated in Mario Kart 7, and Maple Treeway was brought over to Mario Kart Tour and is heavily praised. So I do think this will come over because it's also a very unique track as well. And I mean, Coconut Mall was the only other track brought back in Mario Kart 7, and that's coming back. So I think it's not out of the window to bring back Maple Treeway. Dry Ruins. This is one of the better desert courses, I will say, but even then I don't think it's coming back. Again, not a lot of people are a fan of desert courses, and just like Dry Desert, I don't see this one coming. Moonview Highway, I would say is likely if we didn't already have a lot of city tracks and weren't already getting a lot of city tracks. Especially when you consider Mario Kart Tours, most of them are city tracks. So yeah, this one, it would be nice, but I do not see this one coming back. It will just have way too many city tracks at night. Bowser's Castle, one of the best Bowser Castle tracks, and to be honest, I could see them bringing this one back. They did bring back Grumble Volcano, which has a similar setting to Bowser Castle, and both are Wii tracks, so that would be the only thing I could see them not wanting to bring it back. And it also has not been recreated ever, so it wouldn't be easy to bring back. And it is similar to the Bowser Castle we have now. But again, it's one of the most loved ones, so I'm not going to throw it out the window. But I would say that out of the Wii tracks they could go to, I don't think they're going to jump to this one. And then we have Rainbow Road. Yeah, I'll come back to this later. Now we move on to my least favorite Mario Kart game, Mario Kart 7. I've never been fond of Mario Kart 7 if I'm being honest. The game just feels so empty. It's like they crammed Mario Kart DS and Mario Kart Wii, mashed them together, and threw out most of the good stuff. We have some amazing tracks here, but a lot of mediocre ones. So compared to other games, this game is definitely lacking in the course aspect, but there's definitely a good few that they can definitely bring back. In fact, I think we will get a lot of 3DS tracks, because the 3DS game most of those courses are directly ported to Tour, and a lot of these courses we're getting to DLC is theorized to be from Tour. So I think could potentially be seeing a lot of 3DS courses. Daisy Hills, I do think this one would be a nice one. I think this is more likely to happen than Daisy Circuit in Mario Kart Wii. It's a very unique design, it's a nice happy feel, it's not a generic course, but it definitely fills that gap. So I do think this is pretty likely to happen. As far as I'm concerned, it is in Tour as well, so it wouldn't be hard to bring back. Cheap Lagoon, I don't really see this one coming back. We have another similar track which is way better, which is Piranha Plant Slide already in the game, so I don't see this underwater course being one that they're going to go at and bring back. Shy Guy Bazaar, a really fantastic course, one of the best in this game. I would say it's very likely. There is a very similar track in Tour that I think they will bring back, but I also can see them bringing back this one. I will say that this one is likely to come back. Woohoo Loop, This one is an absolute banger, and I'm going to include the other Woohoo track in here as well. These two are slappers. I love Wii Sports Resort. I loved how they brought Woohoo Island into the game. I will say these are fairly likely, with the revival of the Wii Sports series, as well as already having the Woohoo Battle map in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Adding one of these two tracks is basically a given. I'm going to say that it is absolutely guaranteed we will get at least one of these tracks. If we don't, I'll be extremely disappointed. Mario Circuit. Yeah, I don't see this happening. The Peach's Castle section is nice, I guess, but other than that, there's nothing too particularly special that would make Nintendo go, yes, that one. So yeah, I don't think we're going to get this one. Rock Mountain, absolutely. I 100% believe we are getting this. Such a great course for Mario Kart 7 that really shows how amazing the gliding can be in Mario Kart. And we don't have a lot of those tracks where gliding is really substantial, so I would love for them to bring this one back, and I absolutely believe that they will bring this one back. Wario Shipyard. This one is a weirdly forgettable track, which is weird because considering it's a Wario track, and Wario is known to have some of the best tracks in the series. This track is alright. I do think that they will bring this one back though. It is in Tour and it's very easy to just bring that over, and it's a very nice track as well, so yeah, I won't be surprised if we do end up seeing this one. Rosalina's Ice World. So this one is interesting. I also believe we will see this one in Mario Kart 8 because, again, it was brought in Tour and it's also an ice track, but it's a very good ice track compared to a lot of other ice tracks. So it would be very nice to see this. We also don't really have a Rosalina course at all in this game as far as I'm concerned. So this would be an amazing time to give her one and just slot that in Mario Kart 8. So I do think this one is likely. Bowser's Castle, I don't see this one happening. This is a rather forgettable Bowser Castle. The underwater section is interesting, but I don't see a lot of people talking about this one. I don't think Nintendo's going to rush to bring this one back. Again, the only thing that could make it be brought back is Mario Kart Tour, of course. And lastly, Rainbow Road, which I will get to later, of course. Alright, that is all the Mario Kart games we have sorted, so now we're gonna... Oh, wait. Alright, Mario Kart Tour, I guess let's just get this one out of the way. Despite this game not being good, it actually does have a fair few solid tracks. Now, the new tracks that Tour does have, they have different variants of each other. So while it seems like a lot of tracks, a lot of them are just different variants of each other. So I'm just going to list each track separately. We have New York Minute, Tokyo Blur, Paris Promenade, London Loop, Vancouver Velocity, Los Angeles Laps, Merry Mountain, Berlin Byways, Ninja Hideaway, Sydney Sprint, and Singapore Speedway. These are all pretty much based off of real world locations, and we know we are getting Tokyo Blur, Paris Promenade, and Ninja Hideaway. Something that I've noticed though is that there are a lot more tour tracks that got brought back in the first wave than any other Mario Kart game. So what I think is going to happen is we are going to get 2 tour tracks per wave. So I think we'll get every new tour track that we get, unless they add a bunch more later on. I think we will be getting pretty much all of them. Of course, we won't be getting New York Minute 1, 2, 3, 4, all of those 4, we'll just be getting one of them. Same goes for every other track, and I don't mind that. I don't play Tour that much, so this is basically the equivalent of new tracks for me. And the design of some of these tracks is really great, so I count this as a win. Well, we've gone through every single Mario Kart game, and we've gone through every single track and determined whether it's likely to come back or if it's not likely to come back. Now it's the fun part of the video. I have been looking into the DLC Pack 1 that we will be getting, and I have noticed something really interesting. This could be nothing and just be me looking into this way too much, but I just want to bring this up anyways because it really helps me decide what tracks they're going to bring back and how many per game they're going to bring back. There is 3 tour tracks coming back. I've said that I believe that we will be getting 2 tour tracks per wave, which is 1 per cup. Except for the last cup, I don't think we'll get any, which is why they added an extra tour track to the second cup in the first wave, meaning we'll get 12 Mario Kart tour tracks, which I think is perfect as they kind of work as new tracks. But if you take aside Mario Kart Tour, you will see that the Mario Kart tracks that have come back from other games in Wave 1, they're all unique. They're all from different games. There's no repeats. We have one from the N64, one from GBA, one from DS, one from Wii, and one from 3DS. Don't have two from 3DS, we don't have two from GBA, etc, etc. So, I believe going forward, we'll be getting only one only one track per Mario Kart game. We wouldn't be getting 2 DS tracks per wave, I don't think. So what this means is, after Wave 1, every wave we will get 2 tour tracks, and then the remaining 6 will be a track from 6 of the 7 Mario Kart games remaining. I think this is very likely. I don't think they'd want to bring back 2 from one Mario Kart game in one wave. They'd want to make it more balanced and more varied. So I do think this is the way they're going to go. And from this we can determine how many tracks they're going to bring back from each Mario Kart game. And that is what I'm going to go through right now. For the Super Nintendo, I think they're going to bring back 3 tracks. Because it's not that popular to begin with, but I do think they're going to give it somewhat attention. 3 tracks is not too bad. I believe we will be getting Mario Circuit 1, Vanilla Lake 1, and Bowser Castle. As for the Nintendo 64, I believe we will be getting 5 N64 tracks because I don't think they want to give us as many as other games, but they do still love the N64, so 5 is a good estimate. We know we are getting Choco Mountain, but I also think that we'll be getting Calamari Desert, Wario Stadium, Koopa Beach, and Sherbet Land. And then the GBA, same thing, I think we'll be getting 5 here. And we already know we're getting Sky Gardens. I believe we will also be getting Lakeside Park, Sunset Wilds, Rainbow Road, Luigi Circuit. For Double Dash, we haven't gotten one in this wave, so we'll definitely be getting a max of 5 Double Dash tracks, as in 1 per each wave going forward, and I think that is what is going to happen. Daisy Cruiser, Mushroom City, Dino Dino Jungle, and DK Mountain. I'll come back to the last one in a bit. For Mario Kart DS, we already know we are getting Shroom Ridge, and I think we will be getting a Mario Kart DS course for each wave, as Mario Kart DS is one of the more popular Mario Kart games, so they're definitely going to vitalize on that, and it's not hard to bring those ones back. We know we're getting Shroom Ridge. I believe we'll also be getting Yoshi Falls, Delfino Square, Waluigi Pinball, and Bowser Castle. I'll come back to the last one in a bit. Mario Kart Wii, same story as Mario Kart DS. I believe we will be getting 6 Mario Kart Wii tracks, 1 per wave. That just makes the most sense. We'll definitely be getting a max of 6 anyways, and I do think they'll go all out with 6, especially because we don't even have that many Mario Kart Wii tracks to begin with. We know about Coconut Mall. I believe we'll be getting Mushroom Gorge, Koopa Cape, Maple Treeway, all from Mario Kart 7, and DK Summit. I'll come back to the last one later. For Mario Kart 7, this is very easy to bring from, especially since they're bringing some from Tour, and Tour brings some from Mario Kart 7. So again, 6. I think we'll get 1 per wave. We know about Toad Circuit. I think they'll also bring back Daisy Hills, Woohoo Loop, Rock Mountain, and Rosalina's Ice World. For Mario Kart Tour, we'll be getting pretty much every new track. We'll be getting 12 Mario Kart Tour tracks. We already know about 3 at the moment, and we'll be getting 1 per cup, except for the last one. And that brings me to my last theory. The last cup is the Blue Shell Cup. And if you've been paying attention, you've noticed that I am missing 1 GameCube track, 1 DS track, 1 Wii track, and 1 3DS track. If you've also been keeping up further into the video, you'd notice that I skipped out on all of these Rainbow Roads. That is because I believe in the last cup of the game, the Blue Shell Cup, it will be a Rainbow Road Cup. And we will be getting GameCube Rainbow Road, DS Rainbow Road, Wii Rainbow Road, and 3DS Rainbow Road. We are getting 48 bonus tracks. That will be 96 tracks in this game overall. For the ultimate Mario Kart game, I don't think it's asking that much to bring over every single Rainbow Road track, especially because the 3 we already have in the game are kind of the worst 3 Rainbow Roads. So if you bring these remaining 5 back, especially the last 4 in the very last cup, that would be amazing. An amazing moment for Mario Kart fans, and would be one of the best cups, one of the hardest cups of all time. And they would look beautiful in Mario Kart 8 graphics. so good. So as a recap, I believe we will be getting 3 Super Nintendo tracks, 5 N64 tracks, 5 GBA tracks, 5 GameCube tracks, 6 DS tracks, 6 Wii tracks, and 6 3DS tracks. It's very, very balanced, and of course we have 12 for Mario Kart Tour. And I think this makes the most sense and could very possibly be done in my opinion. I do think this is super likely. So by the end of the DLC in the game, also counting the retro tracks that already are in the game, we will have 5 Super Nintendo tracks, 9 N64 tracks, 8 GBA tracks, 9 GameCube tracks, 9 DS tracks, 9 Wii tracks, 10 3DS tracks, and 12 Tour tracks. This is an insane lineup, and I think so many fans would be so satisfied with this. And I do think this is very likely to happen, and I really, really do hope it happens. Mario Kart is one of my favourite franchises of all time. I get so much joy when they bring back retro tracks, and especially some of my favourites. The fact they're bringing back 48 retro tracks means they're definitely going to go over quality and bring back some of the better and the more iconic courses, but also not missing out on some certain games. And I definitely do think this is the way to go. I believe this DLC will be worth it in the long run, and if all of these come true, which I don't think all of them will, but I hope a good majority of them come true, this is shaping up to be one of, if not the best Mario Kart games of all time, and one of the best games, in my opinion, of all time.